Well, I don't know now. You see, I've got you saying no and Gemma saying yes. Should we ask the audience?
You could ask the audience.
This is tomorrow's show. So tomorrow, Jane, we are busily cutting and loading every scrap of wax that we have left. So it's a two-tone wax bag. This is a pocket that goes all the way round, just with the most fabulous of straps.
I think that's fine for your purse and your phone. And
Well,
your
Gemma
keys.
says she wants it higher.
Well, if Gemma says, then maybe.
So we will ask the audience, because the other thing is to do it like really, really, really high, so like up there.
Yes. But that's nice because it gives you that two-tone, like stripe effect, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Which mirrors the stripe in the ribbon, is my thinking.
Oh, this is welcome to the design process. I've got the design book, my little cork design book out, and I'm like, I don't know now. I don't know. I thought I'd got it licked, but then I was just sitting there looking at it going, maybe I want a deeper pocket. Shall I do
Maybe
two
just,
variations?
Maybe
And
a
then
bit deeper, not too high, just
just a bit.
an inch
You're going
maybe.
like, it's all in that inch, isn't it?
See the difference.
Ah, so this is not what we're making today. This is tomorrow's make. Tomorrow is the last of the wax, Jane, which feels crazy. The waxes are on a 3 for 2 at the moment as we speak. I know, I just put everything up there and now there's no space. See what you've done there. Nice. Well done. Have glittery webbing. We'll use it everywhere. That's the thing, isn't it? Well, the thing is, on our Friday deals, we've done quite a few bits of glittery, what have you.
Yes.
I don't know if you've used them yet. I'm going to have a little sneaky suspicion, probably not. And you're probably looking at it, stroking at it, going, this is really lovely, what am I going to do with it?
Yes.
So if I give you the ideas as to what you can do with it, then we're good, right?
Yeah,
We're good.
perfect.
I think I'd like it to come up maybe to there. Yeah. Look, it's lined.
It's beautiful.
Do you know what? I found some proper liney stuff to go with the wax.
Oh, great.
I know. It's all coming up tomorrow, but that's not today. We get ahead of ourselves. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Jane's here to do her beautiful safari. Jane. 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 If you are not singing, wait, then are we even friends?
Exactly.
That's all I can say. Or, ha, and
Yeah.
we're not allowed to sing it. For which you are probably all very grateful. Love this. It is decadent. It is fabulous. It is rich. Oh.
When I saw the Kaufman blenders that you had in, and you'd got the rainbow bundle, I was just like, oh, that looks like a sunset to me.
Yes, and it
Then
went
we
from
had-
snowballed, didn't it, from
we
there?
went from to green, added a bit more green in, and it's come really nice.
We love it. We love it very, very much. So if you got... Well, this is the thing. Some people will have got the rainbow bundle from last week.
Yes.
Can we also just say that if you haven't got your Kaufmans yet, do not panic. They are all cut and they are all good to go, but the post office system glitched, didn't it?
Yes.
It was in the news and everything, Jane.
Oh, well, it's not just us then.
No. Like it went down for many people.
Went properly down.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I'm just going to shut that door actually because I can hear little people. They are all cut, they are all packaged, and they are all good to go. The system appears to be back up and running for us today, doesn't it?
Yes.
So they will be going out today. If you bought the rainbow bundle, there are 3 extra greens to add in. Now, all of the Kaufman from last week is now available by the half metre. Anything that we have left, a lot of them have sold out.
Not surprisingly.
No. So the 3 extras were evergreen,
Moss.
leaf and moss.
Yes.
They were the 3. So if you didn't buy the rainbow bundle, don't worry, because I've got the rainbow bundle plus those 3 and the black. Basically everything you need to do this.
Yes.
But I'm limited on the stock of that because obviously so many of you bought it last week. But if you bought the rainbow bundle, evergreen, leaf and moss, they are the 3 to add in. Now, I've got some deals for you because we are still clearing the warehouse, Jane.
Yes.
We started taking racking down now.
Which was quite exciting.
Yes.
You just don't realise how much stuff there is though, do you?
No. I keep thinking we've sold everything. And then we find more.
Yes.
Now,
Little
to that
boxes
end,
tucked up in corners.
I've got 2 major deals today.
Right.
Okay. 3 major deals today.
Any advance on 3?
Do you know what? Somebody said, do you write notes for your show? I'm like, no, it's all up here. It's all up here.
Yeah.
And sometimes...
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the deals for you today. Number 1, we still have 3 for 2 on wax.
Fabulous.
4 deals. 3. Maybe I should. Maybe this is the problem. Maybe I should be writing this down. We've got 3 for 2 on wax. Okay?
Yeah.
On our patterns, 3 for 2. That's been up for ages.
Yes.
So on mine and Jane's, on our Natasha Makes patterns, 3 for 2. Now. Lisa's patterns. We've got boxes of Lisa's patterns
Yes.
that you can sub in other fabrics. This is the thing. We haven't done them all because we would normally do them with her fabrics. But until she brings out her next patterns, we like to keep Lisa's patterns with Lisa's patterns. But I have actually made quite a lot of hers with Kaffe.
Yes, that's true.
Because she's a big fan of Kaffe. So, we're on deal number 3. So first one was wax, 3 for 2, and we've added new wax.
Yes,
by the way.
I've found some new colours.
We'll show you, and then that's all of the wax loaded, and all cut into metre lengths so we know exactly where we are with it.
Yes.
Number 2 is our patterns on a 3 for 2. So if you're getting the Safari Sunset wall hanging today, grab that.
Number 2.
Maybe you want the hair from last week, and then which Emily's just shoved in the corner. I did ask her to bring it in, and I said, just pop it on the step for me, and she's just shoved it there. That has been much loved on our sofa, Jane, because it had greens. Maybe you want to do the Safari wall hanging as a cushion, in which case you can switch them out, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
The next deal. Capes.
Yes.
These should be over £8 a half metre. They're not. They're £6.99.
What?
They've gone down to £6.99. This is all the Kaffe that we have left. Bearing in mind that we are big Kaffe fans. Shall I show you these very, very quickly? Because there's not a lot on these at all. Like, there's only a skiddly, like, maybe 2.5 metres on this one. Like, we are down to the little last bits.
Yes, we are.
So if you want to make the most of this, these are the Kaffes, and we'll have a quick look through those. But the last deal, lost count, maybe number 4.
What were you going to say about the Lisa patterns? Because you got to the Lisa
Oh yeah,
patterns.
Lisa, that is
lots.
the 4th one. That's the 4th one.
Right.
They're all down to £3 a pattern.
What? Wow. Grab those. There's lots of lovely patterns. Some
There
that
are.
we haven't shown, have we? Cause
Oh, there's dressmaking patterns. There's all sorts.
yeah.
In fact, the jacket has got the full pattern and everything with it.
Yeah. Nice.
Just saying, have a rummage. Do have a rummage. Let's show these Kaffes. These are down to £6.99 a half metre. They should be over 8. So this is, Janio, this is your
Marble scallop.
marbled scallop in blue. Love that.
Gorgeous.
I love his dots.
I like
I'm
his dots.
a big fan of the dots, the spots. And this is shock. I think as in shocking pink.
Yes.
But you see, look at those together. They're rather lovely. Do you know what? I would actually be very happy to do a quilt just out of Kaffe spots.
I think he's got a pattern in one of his books, hasn't he, where he's used just dots. But
Storm.
spots.
Equally. You see those 3 together?
Beautiful.
Bit gorgeous, aren't they? This is, oh gosh, we don't, I mean, I don't even know if that's loaded as a
That's
one.
Franz, isn't
This
it?
is Franz in summer. Now, if you wanted something that was going to go with both of those, Jane, would you not go
Is it
checkerboard? Because look at that with those two.
It's gorgeous.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It is.
And then I would add in, this is, you can just see this is an Aboriginal dot, but it's so subtle.
It is.
Really, really subtle. You've got to get up close. That's going to be nice as a lining, actually, I think. And that is in, again, shocking pink.
It looked really nice with that grey that you've used today in the bag.
Oh, yeah. Oh, grey wax. All of these actually look rather nice together. This isn't paint pots. I keep thinking it should be paint pots, but it's not. Pennywise. Kaffe always does a... Oh, these are the wovens. The wovens are just beautiful in the shot cottons. This is raspberry.
Again, there's not much on these.
No, there really isn't. Emerald. So the shot cottons are the colours they are, and camellia, because of the warp and the weft are woven as different colours. But look at those. Oh, Jane, this is the red version of Pennywise. Still not paint pots, Jane.
No.
This is your fronds.
Look at that fronds with that shot cotton.
Wow, that is gorgeous. So that's your emerald shot cotton, and this one is your turquoise fronds. Just delightful. And this is your marbled scallops. I want to say green. You can't always call it though. Sometimes they do call them slightly.
Yes, they do go off the wall.
Yeah, this is your Morris and Kaffe. In turquoise, it is oak, which actually looks really beautiful, Jane, with the Aboriginal dot.
Look at that.
It's stunning together. But then also would look very nice with the
with this stocky.
Lots to play with there. And then this is going to be one of those situations where if you hang around and sit on it and go, oh, I'll get it later.
Yeah, because there's not much on here.
This is fruit. I don't even know if that's even loaded anymore. Gemma, if fruit isn't loaded, I've got 3.5 meters on there. That's it. That is it, Jane.
That's all
That's the cave.
That is what is left.
So do grab it if you like it. If you love it, I love it. I can't help it, Jane. I love it. Do you know what I really love?
Kaffe's another one of those that's great to have in your stash because they work as blenders as well sometimes. You know, like the Pennywise and the fronds. You might just need something with the colour.
I'd be going raspberry camellia.
Yeah.
On that one, for sure. And then I'd be getting the emerald with the fronds. And then I'd be getting the spots because I love them. But then I also love this one. Oh, just too many choices. That's what I would be doing today because it's on a bargain.
And these are nice.
Loves a bargain.
Nice for quilt backs as well, these. If there's enough on them.
Oh, Jane, in that case, if we're talking quilt backs, obviously we're down to $14.99 a half metre for the Liberty.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah,
perfect.
That's a thing. That's a thing that's happened. Yeah, see if you can pop that up there. We've got so many of us. It's full, Jane. It's all full.
It's very busy.
Should we say hello to everybody? I just need to check the messages because Gemma has sent me many messages. I am team really, really, really high up, says Gemma. I think she means for the bag pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, Gemma needs the scallops blue on top of the pile. That one. She needs quantity for it. She says, A, I don't have a quantity for it, and B, I want it. We'll see how much Gemma loads, shall we?
There's 2 units on there, Gems. Yeah, 2 units and a squiggly bit.
There you go. Are you going to have a unit and share a unit, Gemma? Don't know, we'll see. If nobody is allowed to buy it, it's because Gemma's had over a metre of it. Good morning, says Ivan. Can't take my eyes off that beautiful safari wall hanging. It's a stunner, and you could make it too. Good morning, Natasha and Jane, says Blodwin. And Cynthia's here. Greetings. The silhouettes look amazing. You could pick any subject matter you could think of to make a similar art piece.
You could.
That's the thing.
You could, yeah.
You could do it. You could, yeah. That was kind of the thing,
I
wasn't
was
it?
going to put a line in, and then I thought, no, it's a bit dangerous, really, with the gazelle and the magazine.
I love that the left-hand side of your brain came in there. It's like, no creative side. No. I see what you're doing, but no. Let's just be logical about this. That's a beautiful thing. Mum group chats. Just going to share this with the group. Bearing in mind, they broke up for the summer holidays on Friday. Mum group chat. Is it too early in the holiday to put the kids on eBay? That's going to be a long summer holidays.
It is. 2 days in.
Summer holidays.
Oh, bless.
I did point out that was where people buy them. Could she not offer them with a cash incentive? To which her reply was, I'd offer them with my kidneys and corneas at this point.
Oh.
Like I say, long summer holiday.
Oh, wow.
Long summer holiday. Anyway, that made me chuckle today because stuff like that does. We've just got roller skating.
Yes.
It's like, what? Starlight Express in the
It
sitting room,
is,
isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Just
That's
kids
when they
going
were
round and
jumping
round and round.
into a bucket of water yesterday, and I was like, I'm not looking, and I'm doing that. That's...
They got the kids' plastic desk that's in with the guinea pigs.
Yeah.
So that they can sit and draw with the guinea pigs.
Because
Again,
that's what you do.
Weird household, this one. And they'd got it, and they'd got the horses.
Yes, I was going to say, when it was a
bucket.
bucket, it wasn't like
It's like a
mop
big,
bucket.
big thing like this. And yeah, we just sort of went,
Do we need to be worried? No, let's not look.
just go and do something else. Just go and do something else. It's fine. It's all fine.
I was just like, how long has that water been in the bucket?
Oh no, it was fresh water.
Oh, that's
I
all right.
did tip out. Yeah. It's very good
It's
for them.
like green algae and stuff.
That's the dogs like to drink that one.
Yeah.
We're, it's all good here. Let's have a look at these kits then, Jane.
It's a beautiful kit. It is a
I feel
beautiful
like we should have
kit.
shown everybody other stuff, but you can rummage through the collection. Go to natashamakes.com, click on Textile Tuesday, everything that we've just mentioned, because there are a lot of Lisa's patterns.
There's loads of Lisa's
And you
patterns,
can then use your own
yeah.
fabrics, or buy some for it. Whatever you fancy.
I mean, any of these metallics would look fabulous in Lisa's.
So, Lisa used to design for Robert Kaufman. I think you get that because
Yes.
there is that feeling of decadence.
Yeah.
So you
And
could
depth
use,
as well, because she
yes.
uses such fabulous shading in her patterns.
So you could easily use your Kaufmans instead of your Lisa Chandlers, until she brings out her new one.
We're getting excited for her new collection.
I know.
The long quarters of each of those colours. Beautiful. Dark reds shading through to brown. Now you could take that brown and you could put it up against the red if you wanted to. But I wanted to have it with the greens to sort of earthy. But that would also work because it's got the dots on it as like the night sky. So again, that's a design option for you. This is a generous kit because I'm going to tell you, for my wall hanging behind you, I used 1 2.5 inch strip from each fabric.
Did you?
Yes.
I
thought I was going to do more.
Yeah, because I said, shall we do them as a 5-inch strip?
Yeah.
And you went, no.
Well, I was going to do it bigger, but then when I started designing it, bearing in mind I had an annual leave day last week as well, I was like, no, let's just bring this down a bit. This is bigger than it's small. And then you've got a 1/2 metre of black, all black plain cotton, which I've used for my silhouettes. I've done a frame, an inside frame, and then my binding.
Jane, I've just remembered the other thing, because my Natasha Makes Designs ladies were asking for it. Styleville, we've got 10 more units of that at 30% off.
9 units, because I had a unit off it yesterday for a customer
Comes
that
in a
was
15
waiting.
metre roll.
Oh, that's all right then.
So we're all good.
We're good.
We have
Sorry,
counted for that,
contradicting you
Jane.
there.
Don't you worry.
Oh,
And also,
pass me the templates.
we've got 30% off HM105 and HM104 as well.
Fabulous, because
We've
you'll
only
need
got a handful left though, and when they're gone, they're gone. I'm not
you'll
restocking
need
those.
104 or 105. I always put that on the back of my fabric before I start doing the stitching around the shapes, because you've got quite narrow areas on these shapes. So, and I always find that having a stabiliser on the back of the fabric prevents it wrinkling
Yes.
and puckering. You'll also need some Bonder web. I
Or
haven't put it in the kit this time, but you can get it.
you say that, Jane, but we have just sold a lot of fuse under,
Yes, which will
they
work.
could use instead,
Which
right?
will work just as well. Or your steamer seam, any of those that have got a paper-backed adhesive, I think is how I've termed it in the pattern.
So we had Ultra Bond and we had Fuse Under. If you bought any of those last week, then you're good to go.
Yeah. You get your pattern with all the cutting instructions, and you'll get your 4 templates. So you've got the tree, the elephant, the gazelle, and the giraffe.
Oh, wow.
They are done in reverse because obviously when you put it onto the fabric, and then I did have a giraffe and I've shoved it under here, and I'm wondering if it's got lost.
Oh no, he ran away.
It might have run away. Let me just have a rummage for a minute, just bear with me.
We have been reading, and it's a really beautiful book. If any of you have children, or even if you don't actually, it's a really beautiful book. So my kids got the Michael Moore Pogo box set at Christmas. Santa knew what I wanted to read.
Funny that.
Funny that, yeah. Because we've been all through Enid Blyton, we've been through nearly all of the Roald Dahls. Things like
My
Boy.
boys
Does
love-
anybody ever read Boy?
I don't know, did we read Boy? We read a lot of Roald Dahl.
I feel like nobody ever reads Boy,
Yeah.
because it's not one of the really popular ones.
Fantastic Mr. Fox was our favourite.
Oh, do you know what? I haven't read them that yet. Anyway, Michael Moore Pogo we're working through it. And some of them are short stories and some of them are longer ones, and there's the sequel to War Horse and all sorts in there.
Yeah.
But the one we're reading at the moment, Jane, is very, very beautiful, and it's called Running Wild.
Oh, lovely.
And oh my goodness, we bedtime story is meant to be like 20 minutes, just to get everyone settled before
Yes.
we all go to sleep. No, 2 hours later, got a bit overexcited, but it's got an elephant as one of the main characters called Una.
Oh,
And
love
it is
elephants.
really, really, really beautiful. So if you would like a good read, whether it's as an adult enjoying, a lovely book, a lovely story, or whether you have got small people, then I would really recommend it. This isn't book club. Do you need me to find you a giraffe, Jane?
No, I can just make another one.
Just make another one like that.
But
Can
it
do
was
that.
just
Cute.
sort of a bit of prep, so we didn't have to stand there watching me draw around shapes. But
So,
it's
Jane, the
okay.
other thing we have discovered this morning whilst you rummage away
Yeah.
is that we have possibly missed a trick with Miss Emily.
Oh gosh, yes.
So to put the cat food away, it
It's all
was like
colour coordinated in
filed
beautifully.
everything. So we're going to give her the job of organising the warehouse for us. I think that'll be the thing.
Yeah.
Why
so
have
just
we not
get-
done that before?
She's just very tidy.
But not in her bedroom. Although, having said that, do you remember she had those monsters that Gaynor gave her? There must have
Yes.
been a good 150 of those. And she colour-coded them on her windowsill.
Yeah.
And she was only 3 when she did that. I'm like, oh, that's quite special.
Yeah.
Michelle's with us, Anne's with us, Claire's here, Julia's here, Susan's here. Auntie Lucy says, Facebook played for me yesterday. Today it's back to, sorry, can't play this video on the Chromebook. Don't know why. Lo's here, good morning. She's working, but she's hot and realises that it's not too early for gin. It's never too early for gin.
No.
And then, no, Claire says the sun's not over the yard arm yet, but it won't be long. And Anne says it depends how high your ladder is. You're standing on.
Yeah,
There's
if you're in the
always a way.
crow's nest, it's fine.
There's always a way. And also it is somewhere in the world. Brenda's here, morning, and Rebecca's here, and Heather's here as well. So good morning to everybody. I think lots of people are already rummaging through the website. We are limited on this kit
Yes.
because you bought it all last week. So good job we saved some before we went to
Yes, it is. It is. So, strips of fabric, width of strips fabric, join them together in pairs. I usually put them selvage edge together and sew down the one way, and then join the pairs together and sew them in the opposite direction. It'll just stop it curving. If you sew them all the same way, it sort of bananas a bit. So by going down one way and by putting the selvages together, then I know which edges I'm sewing, because once you've got them in pairs and then you can't remember which way round. So that's my little tip for you today, is to keep the selvage edges together to sew them in pairs, and then when you sew the opposite way, you know you're not sewing from the selvage edge. That's a good little way of remembering. And I've pressed the seams open this time. I did find, after I'd done the hair one, that when I put my applique on, it looked a little bit bumpy because the seams were all pressed the one way. So it added a bit of bulk, so I thought this time I'll press the seams open. And because it's a wall hanging and it's got wadding in between, it's not very likely that it's going to come apart over time. I think with quilts we do it to protect the line of stitching.
Yes.
And prevent the seams coming undone, because particularly if you're doing a cut and come again type pattern where you're not, you cut through the stitches before you're sewing it back together, you want to protect that line of stitch. But for this, I don't think we need to worry too much about protecting it. It's not going to get as much wear and tear as a quilt. You could of course use this panel as the middle of a quilt, couldn't you, and add extra fabrics around the edge.
Jane, wouldn't that just be delightful?
It'd be gorgeous.
Because you could, because they're all technically blenders,
Yes.
you could then go with just plains.
Yeah, absolutely. Because once you've got your frame around it, you've sort of segregated those fabrics off, and then you can add other fabrics. You could add bigger prints, and if you've got safari fabrics with safari animals on, or big wild flowers, you've got some kaffe with some wild flowers on it.
Oh,
It would look fabulous, wouldn't it? There's a big board around the edge. I'm just going to, this is some of my offcut, you see, from, because I was going to do something else and then I changed my mind, because Glenn says to me, you work in a different time zone, you do. I always think I've got more time than I actually have.
Oh, metric minutes, Jane.
Yeah.
We've got, we both work on the fact that we reckon we've got at least 100 minutes in every hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
Apparently not.
And at least 30 hours in a day.
Yeah.
So, so I'd already done this, and then I decided I wasn't going to use it. So I'm going to actually make a cushion-sized one today in the demo, because because we can.
And why not? A few more little messages. Blodman is loving the cave. Ali B says, good morning, Natasha Makes. Finally found peace and quiet to myself to catch up after 8 months. Did wonder where you'd been. The weekend rain has stopped playing with the harvest. Donald is at chemo, and we have fabulous fabric.
I was going to say they're both crazy busy time this time of year, isn't it, on the farm with the
Do you know
harvest and
the frustrating thing, especially with the haymaking, they're down so much because we've had no rain. And now
well,
we're
the grass
finally
hasn't
getting
grown,
rain.
yeah.
And but it still takes as much time to get your tractor around there.
Yeah.
Hay prices are going
It
to rocket.
does, yeah.
I remember making silhouettes of our profiles in elementary art class. Well, you could do that too, couldn't you?
Yes.
My grandma had cameos either side of her fireplace.
They were a big thing, weren't they, once upon a time? I mean, Wedgwood did lots of cameo-based things, didn't he? I remember my mum having some lovely, little dishes, and they were the card suit shapes.
It was like that.
And then had cameos in them.
Auntie Lizzie also says that they were forbidden to read Enid Blyton at the convent. She still can't work out why, unless it was that the girls were playing out with boys.
Could have been. And one of the girls was quite tomboy-y, wasn't she?
Yeah, a little ahead of her time.
Yeah. So, applique. This is bonded applique. There are several different types of applique, but for this style we're using bonded applique. So I've got mine is Bonder Web. So on the one side it's quite rough, that's the adhesive side, and then there's the paper side which is smooth. So we want the paper side up on top of your template, And then you're simply just going to draw around the actual shape.
Jane, we have 2 of these kits left now.
What?
I know. Everyone's gone crazy for them.
That's amazing. Thank you for buying all of those, but wow.
Yeah.
I was worried because it was quite close to us doing the moon hair, but obviously different fabrics, different style.
It's got such a different look though.
Oops. And don't worry if you go off your line a bit, particularly with the tree, because who knew what it was supposed to look like in the first place?
Oh, we only have 1 moon gazing hair kit left. A few of those might have been delayed because we were waiting on a delivery of the chartreuse.
They've all been packed up and they're all in the post bags ready to go today. I caught up yesterday with all the outstanding orders because we were waiting for clear plastic,
We've had
sewable
a really
plastic,
weird time, haven't we, Jane?
yeah, and the cork bundles were waiting as well, and the wash away tape. So all those orders, I caught them all up yesterday. They were all packed, and then of course the system went down. So this morning I've done quite a lot of those already, and they'll be in the post today, because I did message a couple of people yesterday on the customer service saying I'll get them in the post to you today, and that was before I realised that the system was down. So
Yeah.
you'll still get them before the weekend if they go out today. So
They go out today. It's track 20. It's track 48, isn't it?
Yeah. So they should be there by Thursday. Really.
Yeah. I think Gemma's made a new best friend at Royal Mail.
Maybe.
Maybe
I think Gemma told her off quite harshly.
Yes.
Um,
Well, with good reason. Yeah.
have we got paper scissors on here? Probably not. Yes. Not so sharp anymore, scissors.
Yeah.
So once you've done your template, you just roughly cut around the shape. Now, I think I put in the pattern a scant 1/4 inch. I mean, it can be closer, but you do not want to cut on the actual drawn line at this point. The way that paper-backed adhesive works is that when you apply heat, however you apply it, steamer seam, they like you to add a little bit of steam. It's once you've taken the paper off with steamer seam, it's a little bit tacky, so you can reposition, but once you add the heat and the steam, it's permanent.
It's a bit like fuzzy felt. Isn't
Yeah. Bonder web can be used with a dry iron, so you don't have to worry about that. And Bonder web isn't tacky, so it doesn't adhere until you've applied the heat. And the thing is that what happens is they're like little tiny dots of adhesive on the back of the paper, and when you apply the heat, it melts the adhesive basically, and so it spreads. So if you cut your templates on the line, what will happen is that the adhesive will spread, and you will get adhesive on your fabric and also on the bottom of your iron. It's always a good idea to use pressing cloth or something like that on the top to protect your iron anyway. But what happens is the adhesive will go right to the edge of the shape, and then when you come to cut it out on the fabric, you've got your adhesive right on the edge. So when you apply it, you're going to get it sticking right to the edge of the shape. Right, let's just draw around this giraffe. You can also tape your template sheet down to your worktop to stop it moving, if you feel that that's going to be an issue for you, just to stabilise it. If you wanted your giraffe to face the opposite way, or any of your animals to face the opposite way, you could just turn the template over and copy it from the back, and then they'll be facing the opposite way. All the shapes are in reverse, so they will come out the same direction as is on the picture of the wall hanging. You will probably take a little bit longer with your tracing, but this is probably a little bit like watching paint dry, watching someone trace around a shape.
You can always throw some stuff here and I can cut out for you.
I'm just going to do the two. I'll do an a giraffe grazing from the tree, and we'll make that into a cushion. But you would do, if you were doing the wall hanging, you would trace around all the shapes. And do we sell Bondaweb by the half metre or by the metre?
Oh, Jane.
That's the question, isn't it? If it's by the half metre, a half metre is plenty. You'll get all 4 shapes out of your
Bear with me, caller.
half metre. But if it's by the metre, then a metre, and you'll have some for making more.
By the metre.
So yeah, you'll be all right. You'll get plenty, and then you'll be able to have it. And sometimes you might find if you store, particularly like Bondaweb, after a while the backing starts to come away from the paper. After a long while, it stores quite well. Just apply a little bit of heat to the paper side, and that will put the adhesive back on. And you'll see it's like a little bit like a bit of a web when it comes away. But even little pieces like this come in handy when you've got small shapes that you want to cut out for other projects, so just keep the little bits all together. Okay, so you'll get those 4 templates with your pattern. Don't need a pencil anymore. So on your black fabric, move this to one side. On your back fabric, now on the wrong side of the fabric, so if you're using a fabric that's sort of tonal, you want to do this on the wrong side of the fabric.
Right, Gemma's managed to make 2 more Sunset Safari kits.
Oh, she's amazing.
But that's it, there just is no more stock.
So we just place that on the wrong side. Teflon sheet under here.
Behind the iron, in my box.
Oh, I see it. Yes.
Ironing accessories chain. Would you believe? There you go.
Yeah, it's a well-used piece. Just apply the heat on the top, and that will stick the adhesive to the wrong side. Of your fabric. Nice hot iron. We'll do the same with the giraffe. And get him in. Don't go in there, we can do that. You just, you want to be economical with your fabric. So it looks a bit weird when she's got them upside down and inside out, and
Not gravitationally correct.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter at this point.
Maybe he's been eating the rotting apples.
Yes, a bit drunk. And so, now then, I did bring, what sort I have? Yes, I did. Nice sharp scissors. I love these ones because they're sharp right to the point. So we just cut out now around the shape on the line that we've drawn. tend to move the fabric rather than the scissors. Keep it open, sort of cutting. I know that you do this as well, don't you, Tash? When you're cutting, it's like you're moving the fabric under the scissors
When I worked on Create and Craft,
rather than the scissors.
many years ago, we did lots of applique type shows, but with paper.
Yes.
And that was always the one thing that all of the demonstrators said was move the paper, in this case the fabric, rather than your scissors. And also use the whole blade.
Yes.
Don't just snip with the end of it.
We've got Frozen in the background.
Girls, can we not sing please whilst we're on air? No, you
You
can't.
can't hear us. I was Iris sitting at the weekend, and we're heavily into Encanto at the moment. So I think we watched it about 5 times in 2 days.
Ooh.
But we do like to dance, so we did a lot of dancing.
Apparently they can hear Emily singing. Request that she cease and desist.
But she's stopped now, or she's gone further away anyway.
Oh, just going on. Girls.
Lots of singing and dancing. Hasn't quite stuck to there, that's to read. And when we get to the insert bits, we can just give that a fold, snip into the area that we want to cut out, and then get our scissors into that shape and just cut that. Along the lines. And for these smaller bits, when you've got a nice pair of scissors like these that are really sharp to the tip, you can really get into those tiny places.
Gemma and I are just debating, as the Sunset Safari kit in the Kaufman is nearly sold out, whether or not a plain version, the version in plains would be
Yeah,
an option.
we could certainly put one together if people were interested.
Well, we'll list it and we'll do very similar, we'll do the plain versions of those colours.
Yeah.
Oh, I loaded actually yesterday the rest of my Natasha's Utterly Ridiculous Fat Quarter Frenzy.
Yes. There weren't many left, were there?
I think there were 7 left. But you found them. If you have a good look, good rifle through, I've got 3 left. We've got so many offers on today's show. There's a lot on the product pages on the website for you. But do rifle through, because you'll see the Kaffe there and everything else.
It's like on the website, when you put something in, it'll only bring the first 3 products up, so then you have to click on that button on the right hand side of the blue bar that says View All.
Yeah.
And then it brings everything then under that. There we go, there's the
We
tray.
have 3 left of Natasha's Utterly Ridiculous Fat Quarter Frenzy. Gemma just wanted to call it Natasha's Utterly Ridiculous.
Which is quite funny because that's what, if you put those words in,
That's what
that
it comes up as. Yeah. Because you remember we had a few words over whether or not it was a good idea to do it.
Yes.
Gemma's being the, no it's not.
Are you mad? Well, yes, probably. Possibly.
Gemma's
Yes.
loaded a plains option for you. We will obviously cut and photograph that for you as soon as we come off there, but you know, we're here at the moment, aren't we, Jane?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's only one of us. Once you've got all your sewing bit done and all of this, it comes together really quickly. You know, it's a nice weekend make, and you'll get that quilted and finished in a weekend, I would say.
Nice.
Because it's a nice one to do. It's a nice one as well if you were going to like a weekend quilting retreat or something like that. This would be a good one to take in your bag, because it doesn't require too much. You know, sometimes when you're at a quilting retreat, you want to be chatting and seeing what other people are doing as well.
Yeah.
So this is quite a nice one because you don't have to concentrate too much on making it. Once you've got your strips put together in the right order,
then you're good to go.
you're good to go. And it's the sort of thing that you come away with a finished project as well, which would be quite satisfying. And looks fabulous.
We like looks fabulous.
We
Jane.
do, don't we?
Mm.
Okay, make sure you don't get his feet in the way and chop them off when you're cutting the other bits.
No.
That would be a disaster.
Oh no. Oh, wonky donkey.
Yeah, three-legged giraffe. This is the sort of thing as well that you could do with your grandchildren or your children, because they'll enjoy drawing around the shapes and helping to cut them out.
Emily would love
She would love this, and a great sense of achievement when you've got it together.
She's already been in eyeing it up.
Just take your time around the... Not called horns, are they? We did find out what the name was. I can't remember now.
It's
Something-
cartilage, isn't it?
Yeah, but something like ocelot or something like that, isn't it? Or something. That's an ocelot's like a newt type creature, I think.
Do you remember when that giraffe got its head stuck in the van?
Yes. That was when Stephen took Freddie, didn't he?
Just to give context, when Freddie was very little, he went to, they call it a packaway school, and a packaway school is it was a Montessori one,
Yes.
and so they would pack away every day and then bring it back out again, and if ever there was an election or anything like that, it was in the village hall, so there was the day off. And I was filming on this particular election day, so Stephen went, that's fine, I'll take Freddie back to the safari park, West Midlands Safari Park, because we've got one of those tickets where it's free if you go back within a certain amount of time. So it's
Yes.
it's a free day, it'll be a nice cheap day out, fine, I'll take him. So off they went. Now, Stephen being Stephen, got one of those packets of food for the giraffes as you go round.
Yeah.
Ignoring all the signs that say to only open your window by like a gnat's whisker.
Yeah, so you can just get your hand out.
Yeah, no. What he does instead is wind the window of the van all the way down At which point, this giraffe gets its head and its massive tongue all the way in.
Yes.
Freddie, instead of, I mean, most children would be terrified.
Yeah.
Like, he was a proper tiny tot. Instead, his face is delighted. And instead of, you know, trying to shoo it out the car, Steve was just there taking photos as it gets its horns that aren't horns, whatever they're called, on either side of the door frame and bends the entire door. The giraffe was fine, the van door was not. I then had to fill out all the insurance claim forms.
Yeah.
How
was
did
the
this
damage?
happen?
Giraffe.
A giraffe got its head. Yeah, we had a few calls back and forth with the insurance company. And that cheap day out, Jane, was less cheap.
It was not so cheap after all.
In fact, what I'll do is I will put that delighted photo of Freddie in the comments. No, I can't. I don't think I can put it in the comments. Let me see if I can put it in the comments. But if not, I'll put it on my page, and you can see just how delighted my son was.
Oh, that's so funny. So to make the cushion, we're going to cut a square, which is the same size, cutting across the strip set, the same width, same as the width of the strips, so you get a nice square shape. And when I'm measuring, I usually line up one of my horizontal lines with my seam line, just trimmed off the one edge, and then line everything else up.
Gets better, Jane, because we had a very dour Scottish deputy head. So when they go back to school the next day, what did you do yesterday, Freddie? Well, went to the safari park and the giraffe got its head stuck in the car.
Amazing.
And she's like, yes, of course it did, Freddie. And I just looked and went,
Yeah,
no,
it did.
No, it really did.
Yeah,
And
it
then
did.
showed her the photo.
It did though, miss. So then you can take your shapes and you can decide whereabouts you'd like to have them placed. Bear in mind you've got your seam allowance, so give it a good at least 3/4 of an inch in from the sides so that you've got that. We can move this one across a little bit so that it looks central to our design.
I've just posted that picture. I've forgotten how delighted Freddie is and how huge the top lip of this giraffe is.
Their tongues are massive as well, aren't they?
Yeah. As it's nibbling away all the food on Freddie, but his little happy chubby cheeks.
Oh. So when we come to take the paper backing off, don't try and flick the paper off from the edge or peel it back.
Ossicones.
Ossicones, that's it. I knew it was Ossie something.
Yeah.
It'll fray the fabric really. You might be lucky and it might peel off, but you just run a pin under the paper, sort of in the middle somewhere. And as you run that, you'll see the paper goes sort of opaque, and then you know that you can just peel that off.
Can I give you some ossicone facts?
Go on then.
Whilst you're peeling. So unlike
I'm just going to
ones-
take, can you see, just sorry to interrupt you, but as I'm peeling the paper, the adhesive is still stuck to the paper, which means I haven't applied enough heat. So I'm just going to take that back and reapply the heat. I think it's because I'd only just switched the iron on when I started.
So, ossicones are covered in skin and fur. They're ossified cartilage, so that's why they become like bone.
Yes.
But when giraffe calves are born, they're not yet fused to the skull
Oh,
to allow safe passage. Yeah, because that
would be painful.
that would smart a bit, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Which I think is very clever. And in adulthood, ossicones fuse to the skull, providing a solid structure. Well, I never. It's clever, isn't it?
It
We
is
think we're clever
amazing.
with iPhones and stuff, but no. I raise you an ossicone.
It's just nature, isn't it? It's amazing. Standard.
Boys and girls have ossicones, but the boys tend to go bald from fighting. I mean,
There's a
nothing
surprise.
changes, does it? But was talking about this the other day. Weird and wonderful things that nature does that we don't even think about, right?
Yeah.
Because the maturity and the risk, the understanding of risk doesn't mature in boys until they're 25. It's much later. Because naturally they would be hunter-gatherers,
Yes.
right? So you couldn't go out if you were fearful and scared of taking risk to hunter-gather,
Yes.
could you? You couldn't do it. But in nature, also, more boys are born than girls, but by the age of 25, there are fewer boys than there are girls.
Because of fighting and
yeah, all the things. And you
territory.
just go, well, nature gets that.
Yeah.
And that's so, to me, that's just so clever. How, yeah. It blows my mind.
It's just evolution and all of that. It's amazing. That still isn't quite stuck there.
To know that, boys are going to be a bit sillier, so it's fine.
Yeah.
We'll just make a few more
They're
of them.
daft.
Yeah.
Make more.
Yeah.
Make more because they've got no. Whoops. They've got no brain.
Auntie Lizzie's enjoying the hairy lips of said giraffe. It's not normally a compliment, is it?
No,
If someone says, "My, what hairy lips you have."
Yeah. There we go. The backing fabric, when it peels off, gets quite staticky and curls up and clings to itself and to you. So it's paper everywhere. There we go. There in the end.
It's good, Jane.
That paper. What I'll do is I'll bring the mat across. She says.
Freddie's going for an induction day to his new school.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
I knew that you'd
It was quite quiet today without
Well,
him.
no, I knew that you'd taken him off, but I wondered if he was going for a play date with a friend or something.
No. He's gone they're doing 4 days. So for the rest of this week, they do an induction day for all the new kids starting in year 7 at the secondary school, which is really, really lovely because then they get to know the school without the big kids being there.
Yes.
Although looking at Freddie, he looks like he's about to finish his GCSEs. So
I was going to say he's probably head and shoulders above everybody else, isn't he?
yeah.
In height.
So he has to take a packed lunch. I don't normally do packed lunches, Jane. So we've got him all the stuff from all the packed lunch, and then we have to find the bag to put it in. Do you remember we had all that CSI based fabric?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember? God, it's fine, Freddie. We'll just send you in with the murder bag. He's looked at me.
I heard him say, "Oh, is that a bag you put a body in?" And I was like, "What are they talking about?"
No. So I realised that I should probably not have called it the murder bag. And as I was filling it up with stuff, he was like, "Can we now please stop calling it the murder bag?" It was the one that had all the the lie detector fabric.
Yes,
it was a really fun collection.
It was lovely.
And we did lunch bags, insulated lunch bags with it. And then he opened it up, and of course he realised that when he opened it up, it had poppers on it, so he could open even further. And he's like, "I can fit more in it." Yes.
Growing boy.
Yes, you can there.
Growing lad. So there we are. It's all adhered now. So then I would sew around the outside edge. I used a straight stitch, free motion sewing. But you could use a blanket stitch or a zigzag or a satin stitch, whichever you felt you wanted to use.
Right, Jane,
because they all
question.
work.
If this is a wall hanging, it's not going to be washed on the regular.
Yes, you could leave it
Okay, thank you.
and not do any, but it will it will come undone over time. Even if you don't, movement and dry air and stuff, it will make it come apart. So I would recommend sewing it somehow, even if you didn't really want to. Yeah. But yeah, it would be fine.
It's only because it reminds me that I've lost my free motion for
Yeah.
put it in a safe space.
Yes, it's tidied away somewhere.
It's probably in that box I haven't unpacked from the last time.
You'll find it. You'll find it. So on the wall hanging, I put a frame around it with the black, top and bottom, side and side, and then for the frame around the edge, shall we go to the main picture? I cut from the remainder of the middle bit. I cut 2.5, because there's 2.5 inch strips to start with, so I cut 2.5 inch strips. I mean, you could cut wider, you could make a deeper border if you wanted to. And I put them round in the gradient. So on this one, I stepped it down, and so it goes down on that side, and I had to unpick one square and add it to the top, just to make it fit on there. But on this side, I've gone up one and added a green one onto the other side. And then I put 2 strips together, going from on this side red to greens, and on the top the brown out to the reds. And then you just need a half. There's a half piece there. I trimmed it down. So I did the 2 strips, joined them together, and then trimmed one of the squares down. But I did that one on that side, and then on the opposite side in that corner. It's not as obvious then, but it carries the gradient round, so it sort of ombres round as it goes round.
It does ombre beautifully.
Which looks quite nice, I think. So, yeah, and then quilting it, this was my mug. I did a half semicircle with my mug on there. And then from there, on your ruler, I don't know if you can see the lines on the creative grid. Can we go close up on the creative grid? Can you see these lines here? I put those, so like if we go back overhead, I lined those lines up with the edge of and then drew them out. So that's the 45 degree, and then there's one here, and then there's another smaller one as well, so you can go round. So it was just straight lines. So that the quilting was done, and I got on my machine I've got like a wavy line, and I did that just underneath the seam line on each of the green ones. I've got a variegated green thread which looked quite nice, so I did that, and then I just used a gold colour rather than a metallic thread. I mean, it would look lovely if you got a gold metallic thread for the sun rays. But yeah, I did my top stitching around my animals before I put the borders and everything on. And then I layered it up like I would a quilt, and then I did the quilting. And then I just sewed around in the ditch on the frame. I didn't do anything in the border, but you could. And then the binding, as you would bind using your favourite method.
All the options in the world. That's fabulous.
But this, you could just add a backing onto this, couldn't you, now, or make it into a cushion. You could bind it or not.
It's entirely
just up to you. You could have the tree with the elephant, you could have the tree with the gazelle, you could have the elephant and the giraffe, or the elephant and the gazelle. You could make a whole set of cushions that go with, because you've got enough fabric to make 4 strip sets, really.
Oh, that's gorgeous. That's really
so
gorgeous.
You can make more than one.
Oh, thank you, Jane.
You're very welcome.
That is today's show. Did we, I don't think anybody in the comments decided, could you just bring that back down for me one more time? Just let's get a poll here.
Quick
An
poll.
opinion poll. Would you prefer to have that pocket further up? Gemma is obviously team pocket all the way up.
You want it,
sort of
you're
to
thinking
there.
maybe right up here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe just an inch so that it looks half and half. And that's just a little bit deeper. But that's a deep pocket. That would get you, put your phone in there. And your keys.
Seems like running a big pocket.
Yeah. Well, that's an option, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's lovely. Look at that lining in there. It's gorgeous.
We've
I
never
love
done a
this
lining quite
webbing.
like that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's lovely.
I found proper lining right at the back of all of those rolls that we had.
And it's just a little bit like waxy, but it's not waxy.
It's a waterproof one.
Yeah.
So if you're worried about your wax coming through onto any of your linings, tomorrow I've got the fabric for you.
But this is also wipeable, so great for a
Yep.
bag, you know, if you're
Yep.
picnicking and it, your banana squishes or whatever.
Exactly that, Jane.
Lovely. That's a really lovely bag. I love this webbing.
Well, we've had a bit of that come in, so, you know. And then what I do with my leftover webbing is I make lovely big lanyards.
Nice.
Because we've got, I think is that 1.5 inches? We've got 1.5 inch fobs.
Oh, super.
So we can get really big chunky ones.
Nice ones.
Which are great, and then they go with it and it's all good.
Wonderful.
Right, everybody, thank you very much for watching today. We will be with you tomorrow. Just let me know. Big pocket, little pocket, midway pocket.
Small, little.
This is the
small,
thing. These
small
are
or
the
large.
design processes.
Yes.
I never expect to get it right on the first go round.
And
it's when
sometimes you
and
look
go,
at it again and you think,
"I should have done this."
maybe I should have done that.
It was like yesterday's storage bag. I made the fold over bit deeper and
Yes.
changed a few measurements so that it was a bit tighter when it all came together.
One
It was
lady
much better.
messaged in and said you could add elastic round the top and put elastic in your hair, and that would give it a bit of a grippy to hold it in, which I thought was a nice suggestion.
Yeah.
Thank you
yeah.
for that, Barbara, if you're
Yeah,
watching.
thank you. Poppers work
Yeah,
too.
poppers.
All those things. Perfect.
I think they're brilliant, those. Great way of
Do you know what?
recycling.
With the price of the waxes at the minute,
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly, only 3 for 2.
and the fact that those fabrics above, those wide fabrics, they are $11.99 a metre
Wow.
now.
And the Liberty's
And the
reduced as well,
Liberty is
isn't
reduced,
it?
Yeah. So all those, I mean,
And that's
the
even
Liberty,
wider because that's 108, so you'd get even more from your
you get
half
your box
metre.
out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So there we go. They are your options. Yes, so that was a metre price. The $11.99 is a metre price for that.
Yeah.
The $14.99 is a half metre
Metre
price
price.
on the 108s because that's 270 odd centimetres wide.
Yeah.
All the options, but could you imagine
Amazing.
having Liberty ones?
Just gorgeous. Just beautiful.
We will bring you every single wax that we have left tomorrow. They are on a 3 for 2. We are busily cutting them. The reason we're cutting them into 1 metre pieces is so that we know exactly what we have left, because there's the occasional imperfection where there's a blob of wax or whatever, and we would hate to disappoint anyone, so we will... Oh, Gemma says everyone seems to be universally on my team. #go deep.
Go deep.
Wow.
Fine.
Wow. There we go.
Well, there we are. I'm in the minority.
Yeah. Yeah, see my deep pocketed bag tomorrow then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Lovely.
fine. Do you know what, Jane? In my instructions, that's one adjustment and that's it.
Well, that's good. That's not
That's
too bad.
all it is. One
Yeah.
measurement adjustment, and I know exactly how I'm going to do it. So that's fine. Yeah.
Lovely.
We'll do it in line with the lining on the inside.
Yeah. Nice idea.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Okay, everybody. We will see you tomorrow then, with all the wax in all the worlds. And when it is gone, it is gone.
That's it. You've had your chance.
You've had your chance. My goodness, it's been amazing.
It has. You've made so many projects with that wax. It's fabulous.
I'm already having fear of missing out. I'm having FOMO.
Yes.
I keep looking at it going, but I need
to make.
that.
Yes, this is the trouble. When we start to get low on things, we get a little bit, don't we? Oh, should I have had some of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and deeper pockets, please, Sue. Now I'd say much deeper. Low, big pockets. Jane, deeper pockets. Laura, big pockets. Julia, deeper pockets. low gin pocket.
Yeah, put your bottle of gin in it if
Sue
you
says
think.
is the correct answer. Yeah, that's what the inside is for, surely, says Julia. Lo just says inside is for more gin. So it's a good day then, is it, Lo?
Yeah,
Excellent.
obviously. Obviously
Nan
needs
says,
the gin.
and snacks.
Mm.
But you can, not that you would ever spill, but you could have a leakage and wipe it out. You'd be
Yes,
fine.
yeah.
There we go.
It wouldn't seep through anyway, would it, in a wax bag? You wouldn't
No.
have a soggy bottom on your bag.
You'd not have a soggy bottom. And Sue says the mixers have to go somewhere.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've got all that sorted. Excellent. Thank you very much, everyone, for your for your take on the bag. We'll see you tomorrow, where we shall basically get 2 different types of wax and sew them together.
Lovely.
Thank you ever so much, Jane. Thank you for this beautiful, beautiful make.
You're welcome.
We do now have a plains version because the other one is sold out.
Right.
Should you wish to spoil yourself,
Yes.
or make a glitzy one for yourself, and then, you know,
Yeah.
make a plain one for somebody else.
For the cushions that are going to get used more.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Thank you ever so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow. Take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.
Bye bye.